Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today's going to be a get ready with me, and we're going to discuss whether or not the hashtag #MeToo movement was or was not a monoculture moment. Let's get into it. Okay, so first I'm going to do my skincare routine, and I'm going to give you a little bit of the background of the hashtag #MeToo movement. So many people believe that the hashtag #MeToo movement ultimately started on Twitter with Alyssa Milano's tweet, but that actually is not the case. The hashtag #MeToo movement originated from Tarana Burke, a civil rights activist, and she actually used it way back in 2006, almost a decade before Alyssa Milano tweeted it. Tarana's original intent for the word was to raise awareness for Black women in workplaces that had faced sexual harassment. Alyssa Milano's original tweet that went viral stated, "If you've been sexually harassed or assaulted, write Me Too as a reply to this tweet." And that changed the reputation of the phrase. When the tweet was originally posted, it received an overwhelming response. Over 1.7 million people responded to it, and it reached people in over 85 countries. Though after the movement occurred, there was some major controversy because some people felt that the movement was just doing the opposite of what the phrase was originally intended for, which it was suppressing Black women in the workforce by only promoting stories written by white women, such as Alyssa Milano. So when discussing if this is actually a monoculture moment, people must consider different things. If it gains traction or a large following of people, it must create a shared identity as well in my beliefs, allowing people to find a home or acclimate themselves with specific incidences. And third, it must have such a great impact that it is still extremely relevant in today's world. So my intent with this research was to really figure out if Me Too was a monoculture moment, but I believe it was, using the following criteria that I have established. So here's some proof that hashtag #MeToo did reach monoculture status. It was internationally acclaimed. So the movement sparked attention from those residing in over 85 countries, as I stated earlier, and it inspired other movements using local translations, such as Balance Ton Pork in France and hashtag Yo Tambien in Spain. Alright, now I'm going to be applying my mascara. So, the phrase Me Too itself, I believe, did create a shared identity. This is because it allowed the poster to directly connect with other people. And then those who did participate in the hashtag Me Too movement, they found themselves experiencing lots of validation from others who had been through similar things. And then they started to describe a feeling of belonging or a community being built from the Me Too movement. And then the Me Too movement really did successfully play on a vulnerable moment of people's lives, bringing them together. And then this fostered an environment where they could create a shared identity. Our last criteria is the lasting impact and relevance. So the movement after effects still are very prevalent today. So the hashtag Me Too has actually grown into a global organization, and if you check out the official Me Too website, you can see that that is true. So what it is it's a one mass organization built up of 130 sub-organizations, and they call it the Me Too Global Network. And these organizations work in different places to advocate for women who are sexually harassed in the workplace, promote a community of representation, and much, much more. Topics discussed in Me Too is still an issue today. Sexual assault and racial inequalities are still very prevalent in today's society. So it is definitely still a relevant conversation. So in conclusion, it is clear that the hashtag Me Too movement was in fact a monoculture moment. This is because audiences were able to create shared identity and it reached global audiences. And it also is still a relevant conversation today. Okay guys, that is all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you learned something. Bye!